Hello everyone, it's Rachel. I'm here to talk to you about DebateGraph. Unlike my other collaborative tool, which I had kind of heard of before, this is one that I had not heard of, but I went to the website and it looks pretty cool, so I decided to try it out. So here's an introduction of everything. The first link is the website that we'll use to find it, and the second one is my own. I realize you might not be able to see this and click on it in the video, so I will provide a link for you to look at that. And before I get back to the services, we're going to take a look at the website. So here's what you see when you type in debategraph.org. It takes you to this, which is an example of their graph. I'm going to walk around this one a little bit more than I did the Seesaw blog, just because with that one you really have to create a lot of stuff. But with this, DebateGraph, they show you what it can look like. So here's their topic, DebateGraph. When you hover over it, you find that there is some information off here to the side. Then they have some question of who, featured maps, different things like that. So if we ever hover over who, gives us more information about it. Visualizing debate and dialogue, ways to use DebateGraph, and so on. To create your own, what you have to do is obviously log in, but then once you create that, you would click New Map down here at the bottom. You could use the outline to help you move things around, look at the details of it, and then once you're on your map, you can add and create and just right-click and add different things. One thing about this website, I feel that it's not user-friendly in the sense that I really have to look around and kind of play around with it. The quote that I said in my last video, if it takes the teacher more than half an hour, they're not going to use it. This took me pretty close to half an hour, but I feel that if I would mess around with it a little bit more, I could probably become familiar with it. And then it seems very simple for students to use. All you have to do is add idea, type in what you think, and that's it, and hit OK. So in that sense, the students don't have to create a lot, they just have to add. So let's get back to this PowerPoint. So the services that they provide is you can create a brainstorm map that can have ideas, arguments, issues. One of the things that's a protagonist, you can add notes and information. And there's multiple ways to display ideas. So they had the kind of starburst bubble graph there, but you can create a tree, you can create graphs and things like that. So I would say it's definitely able to use a lot of different things in that sense. As far as synchronous and asynchronous ways of using this, students can respond to each other in real time. Teachers don't have to approve anything, so you can have it up during conversations, videos, lessons, and have students respond. It is asynchronous because you can insert delayed responses when it's convenient, but I feel like this one is very strong in the sense that you can use it synchronously, so why not? And I feel that a lot of the things that we've seen so far are not necessarily very synchronous and real time with others. Social presence. This definitely allows students to contribute to conversations in their classroom community and to have their opinions be heard and seen by everyone in the class. And those students that might not want to give their opinions, it allows them to give their opinions without necessarily needing to talk to everybody. The connections with Table 5.3. So, a lot of these things I have no, only because you can't really upload or embed anything directly to this site. You could probably copy and paste a link and then go there. But different from my other blog that I had been looking at, it's really not able to embed things in it. So for shared resources, not really. Brainstorming, absolutely, definitely, 100%, which is great. And I think that's kind of the point of this is a brainstorming and an idea website. So reflection is able to have, and then everything else you can't embed it directly into this website. Problem solving, maybe in the unconventional sense that they would problem solve to use this website, but that's about it. Students could create their own products, but like I said before, it is mostly teacher-centered, and then students would go off of that. And then just some final thoughts. Could I use it to teach the content in my class? No, I don't really think so, but I could definitely integrate it into my discussions for sure. for brainstorming, for prior knowledge, for misconceptions, for getting opinions on things. My 4th graders are already invested somehow into the election that's coming up, and with all the media hype about that, they all have their opinions, and whether or not they're their opinions or their parents' opinions, they are definitely talking about that. So I could integrate it somehow that way, and this would be able to create a classroom community discussion about that. And overall, the site was not the most user-friendly, like I said, and it was a bit challenging to navigate at first, but eventually I could figure it out. There's many options that could work for middle school or high school teachers looking to integrate opinions for students in conversations, spark debate, get opinions on readings. I don't really see how this could be related to math necessarily, but definitely for reading and giving opinions and debate, and for science. So I'm going to go back now to this website, and I'm going to pull up my graph just to give you an example of what I am using and what mine is going to look like for if you have time to visit. And I kept it pretty simple. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, there we go. So let me zoom out so we can see everything. I said, is debate map for you? Yes, it is. No, it is not. And I would like to just hear some opinions on if you think debate map is for you. You do obviously have to enter your first name, last name, and email. I clicked on this link just as if I was one of you guys following the link, just so you know what you would get. If you don't want to enter your first name, last name, and email, that's fine, but I think this is mostly for privacy. You might have to say, please don't email me with things, but that way you can enter and we can spark a debate on is debate map for you. Thanks for watching.